an all-wheel drive dirt bike, a US-based motorcycle manufacturer. I couldn't believe my eyes when I read the Craigslist ad. But turns out there's a company called Christini out of Philadelphia who takes the Chinese clone 450X and retrofits it with their all-wheel drive system that only adds about 12 pounds extra, where the all-wheel drive runs on a limited slip differential type of drive off of the countershaft sprocket, and then there's a shaft running up the neck of the bike, up the frame of the bike. So anyways, this bike was a little bit roached. Bought it, and when I went to get it, the clutch pack had a little bit of a rattle in it. So I was able to talk the guy down. I thought that there was just a bolt, or I didn't even know, something that came loose in there. So when I got it home, turned out that there was a clutch fiber that had basically broke apart inside the clutch pack and sent little slivers of metal all into the motor. So obviously the bike was going to need a bit of an overhaul, so I just replaced the wear items on the bike, bearings, chain sprockets, sliders, that type of stuff, and tried to flush out the motor as best I could without cracking it open. So here's what the clutch pack looked like. So in this video, I'm going to detail my most recent build on the Christini 450 all-wheel drive. It's a fuel-injected bike. It had an Ecotron's fuel injection system on it that was a little quirky, had some hesitation. The throttle response wasn't the best. So after about 20 hours of ride time that I got out of it before the transmission locked up in it, I knew that it was going to need a complete rebuild on the motor. So I decided that I was going to update to the more recent Dephi fuel injection system. So Christini had that offered for about $1,000. So when I pulled the motor, got the fuel injection system as well, and decided that I was just going to go all out on a full rebuild on this bike.
So this is where I'm at with the Christini. Got the motor out, got it broken down quite a bit. Got the whole wiring harness just kind of draped right here. The bike's gonna get a whole new wiring harness, complete new fuel injection system. Bunch of the old parts that are gonna get all cleaned up. Got the motor back. However, I am gonna do some stuff to this. I'm gonna powder coat the stator cover, the top of the engine, and then also the water pump cover. I'm gonna powder coat those black, kind of set that off with the motor. A bunch of the old parts here, the old seat, old plastics, all that jazz, and then got the whole box full of the whole new fuel injection system. Complete new flywheel, stator, throttle body, wiring harness, all the electronics to the bike. And then just starting to gather all the parts for the rebuild on the Christini. Pretty stoked. It's gonna be pretty cool when it's all done. See, it's kind of a mess right now. Doesn't look the best. But and then I'm also gonna powder coat the swing arm black. I'm up in the air about the frame if I'm gonna, because this is all gonna come apart. So I'm up in the air if I'm gonna paint the frame or not yet, but I'm thinking about it. And then the linkage down here, this is gonna be it's gonna be gold. I'm gonna powder coat that gold. Kind of a black gunmetal-ish, possibly on the frame, not sure yet. With the old. One more wiring harness. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. The throttle body, the new Dephi ECU, the new regulator for the new stator, and then this piece that I had an extremely hard time getting out of the box. I'm trying to do something one-handed with a screwdriver in my hand at the same time, but the new dash. Although I've figured out how to turn it to miles per hour, I cannot figure out how to calibrate it, so it's like 20 miles per hour off. These are all the parts going to powder coat. So subframe, drive guard, valve cover, the steer cover, some motor mounts, some other odds and ends, swing arm. Got all the bearings out, cleaned up, ready to go. I know, looks the same, just cleaned up. Everything new, like literally everything new. All the switches. Get the frame all cleaned up, got the decided against actually spraying the frame because got it cleaned up, but I'm having some guards over this. Otherwise I would go further and just polish it, but no need to. It's gonna all be covered. Get it all cleaned up and then get the frame all cleaned up from where it was all scratched up from taking the motor out and stuff, so. Good. Alright, a little bit of flywheel action. Whole new ignition system, so different flywheel, different CDI, ECU, wiring harness, everything. If you like what you've seen so far and you want to see the bike in action, stay tuned to the end of this video for a cinematic mesh of this bike ripping the Badlands of St. George, Utah on my second Everide rally. The motor was back from my motor guy. It only needed new bearings. Everything was back from powder coat, and the bike was ready to be reassembled. I polished everything I possibly could, used new hardware, nickel plate bolts, and just try to make this bike come together as clean as possible. As far as organization and Sano.
give you a class. Isn't he bad? Bro, just wait till you witness a jab. Our sentence was finished fast, cause he got up in the flash. The reaper's grip is slipping dead. I can't do nothing but last. Strong on your soul, like prolong your soul. He don't hold out your soul. He so swell, we rest on. He so cheat code. I'm way too weak for my ego, but he gon' swing low in the chariot and carry me home. 30, 20, dollar, 10. It don't matter. We gon' win all day. Flex up, no new flag. Bless up, may walk. Don't forget, God bless me, y'all. God bless me, y'all. God dress me, y'all. Don't stress me, y'all. God bless me, y'all. God bless me, y'all. God dress me, y'all. Don't stress me, y'all. God bless me, y'all. God bless me, y'all. God dress me, y'all. Don't stress me, y'all.
My God got it.
God bless me, y'all.
Yeah, he got it.
God bless me,
My God got it.
God bless me,
Yeah, he got it.
Don't stress me,
My
y'all.
God got it. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he got it. My God got it. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he got it. When I'm feeling, yeah, he got it. When I'm feeling, yeah, he got it. God bless me, yeah, he got it. God bless me, my God got it. When I'm feeling, yeah, he got it. Feeling in my soul, he got it. God bless me, yeah, he got it. God bless me, my God got it. When I'm feeling down, oh, I know. God bless me, yeah. When I'm down, God bless me, yeah.
Hey, kids.
Hey, Dad.
What do you want to do today?
We don't know.
Do you want to go to the matinee?
No.
Do you want to go to the amusement park?
No.
Do you want to go to the punk rock show?
Yeah, let's go to the punk rock show.
Lost in a sea of gold.
wearing these babies. Oh, you okay? Forget about it. What do you think's up there, Michael? Yeah. Rocks. Holy crap, you're going for the hard line. Oh, really? Well, you're done leading.
Well, at this point, I realized I was not in a great position and started looking
Does it just fall off right there?
everywhere for a better place to go down because I was already committed to this. It doesn't look bad right here, but it was about a 3-foot drop off that I knew I was going to bash my brand new skid plate on. So here I am looking like a complete noob, and Tyler just scoots on by me to the right and just goes down a nice little slant and makes it look like nothing. But the stand-up guy that he is, he hops off his bike and is right up to help me down.
Anything up there, Michael?
Stand-up guy that he is.
You want me to pull it back and you can kind of muscle it to the right over here where it's just a smooth down? Okay. Let me get my bike out of the way first.
So at this point, I have to give a plug for the Everide rallies in St. George at the Moto Mansion. If you haven't gone on one yet, haven't thought about going on one, just do it. Look into it. It's a great opportunity, a great experience, and anybody that likes to ride dirt bikes of any skill level can go out there and have a great time. I know a lot of this looks really intimidating, but Tyler does a great job of gauging everybody's skill level, abilities, bikes, fitness, and everything to really tailor his rides so that his patrons have a fantastic time. So just have to say, get out there to St. George and rip it up.
Oh yeah.